Hey, beautiful friends, it's Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you a brief 5 to 10 minute guided meditation on the topic of self worth. I am worthy. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And as you feel ready, have yourself seated somewhere where you're comfortable, where you can sit up nice and tall. Perhaps you're on a chair, perhaps you're on the floor. If you're on a chair, see if you can put your feet on something, either the ground or a pillow. And as you feel settled, with your back nice and long, so you can take a big, deep inhale and exhale, gently begin to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And then take your attention to the center of the head and begin to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Notice if you can extend that exhalation just a tiny bit. And how does that feel for you? And then from that space in the center of the head, the sixth chakra or third eye, notice what comes up for you when you hear me say self-worth. What is your self-worth? Where do you stand today with your self-worth? Are you able to own your value? Do you realize how fabulous you are? How special and unique you are? Have you noticed that when you are in alignment with that, things might feel a little easier? It may feel like it's easier to know the answer, right or left, this way or that, yes or no. And what resistance is coming up? Are you hearing voices from the past, or voices of loved ones, or people at work who are offering negative feedback about your worth? If you are, notice that you can escort that out of your space. So you have a space around your body. It often goes about 2 or 3 feet in each direction. So it's shaped a bit like an egg. As you feel things come in that are resistance, or in other words, they don't feel good, they're the opposite of self-worth, know that you can escort them out of this egg-shaped aura or space around you simply by having the intention to do so. You can let that all go and come back to your breath and that place of neutrality. Self-worth. You have great value. And when you are in alignment with yourself and your value, things may be a bit more gentle for you. How does that feel? Can you bring in a little more gentle? Perhaps you were taught, as many of us were, that it isn't appropriate to feel good about yourself. Perhaps you were told you're too much. Get off your high horse. Perhaps you were told ego is not good. Let anything that's coming up that feels old or wrong or harsh move out of your space simply by having the intention to do so. And notice that you have great value. And you can have that without being boastful, without having a big ego. You can stand up for yourself. You can know your own answers. And you are worthy. How do you feel when you say to yourself, you can say it out loud or silently, I am worthy? What comes up? Imagine that you might distill anything negative out of what's coming up and let it leave the space. You don't have to know any more than that. You can let that go. And imagine that you're making space to pull in more certainty about your worth, about the abundance that is you, the worthiness, the compassion, the intelligence, the knowingness. How does that feel? What words are coming up for you? And if you are able to find one that feels really good, imagine you might expand that. How does that feel to expand it? Easily and gently. And breathe. Perhaps you can imagine that on an inhale, you're bringing in self-worth. You're bringing it back. Maybe you left it at the office yesterday or at the grocery store when somebody was unkind, or when you took the kids to the playground and someone was harsh. All that self-worth that you've left here and there and everywhere back into your space. It really works so much better in your space than it does anywhere else. Your vibration of energy is unique to you. You have created it by living your life, and no one else has lived your life and had the same experiences that you have had. Allow that to be one of your strengths. Allow that to contribute to your self-worth. Continue to inhale, bringing in as much self-worth as you feel ready to handle right now. Knowing that you can come back at any time and collect up all the self-worth that you've left here and there. And that you don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to do it all in one 5 to 10 minute meditation. However, if meditation is new to you, maybe 5 or 10 minutes is really powerful. And if you've been meditating for a long time, 5 or 10 minutes can certainly be very powerful. So let it be whatever you need today. Fill up with each inhale. And as we prepare to come out of this meditation, notice your breath again. And notice that you have a grounding cord, an energetic grounding cord connecting you to the earth. And when you feel ready, begin to open your eyes. You can be gentle with it and begin to look around the space that you're in. Noticing something brown and something blue, something tiny and something large. Wiggle around a little bit, stretch, move in whatever way feels good to you, what brings you back to the present moment. Perhaps you need to get back to work or to your to-do list. What brings you back to that space? Often moving around a little bit is really helpful. Thanks for joining. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.